Hello guys, I'm now in Suzdal in Wooden Architecture Museum, and here we can see granary from the village of Mashok in the Suzdal district, 19th century, a typical example of a storehouse for threshed grain and other goods in the Vladimir region. Let's walk along. So I've come closer, and here we can see two windmills from the village of Mashok, Suzdal district, 18th century. This type of mills with an octagon put on a quadrangle wooden framework was predominant in the Vladimir province from the 18th to the beginning of the 20th century. The upper part of the mill, together with the sails, were turned to the wind with the help of a long lever called a mill handle. Now let's look inside the windmill. And inside the mill one can find some typical utensils, wood and metal measures for grain and flour, linseed oil in the glass bottle for lubrication of the mechanism, wooden spades and scoops, a lantern, a bolter and bags for flour. You can also find a working mill model here. So next we can see two buildings. These are granaries for drying grain from the village of Nikitino, Semenovo district, Russia, 19th century. So these are two-story structures with the furnace located in the lower part. The upper platform was for drying sheaves. Suzdal, Russia. Suzdal is rich of churches and monasteries. Here we can find 33 churches and 5 monasteries. One of them is non-working, and all the others are working monasteries. And here, standing in one point, you can look around and find several churches. So this depends on the place you stand on. Suzdal is standing on the river Kamenka. And now in the museum we can see old houses. I'm going to come closer. Two old churches from all over the country. This is well with a wheel from the village of Kolsovo, Ivanovo district, 19th century. Wells of this type were called stupalny, from the Russian word which means to tread. A person got into the wheel with wooden stairs inside and treading on the wheel, folding some water. 2 large buckets descended alternately into the wheel. Such beautiful sunflowers. This is an old house from the village of Likino, Melanki district, 19th century, a typical house for a peasant family of moderate means. The facade is decorated with wood carving. The interior of the house is reconstructed now. An old church. the other church in the form of a triangle or a Christmas tree. So this is Church of the Resurrection from the village of Patakino, Kanishkova district, 1776. One of the typical 18th century churches with a refectory and a belfry. And this is Church of the Transfiguration from the village of Kozlyatyevo, Kolchugina district, 1756. An expressive sample of the wooden church built in Tyres. Now I'm going to leave the museum. Hope that was interesting. Goodbye.